Alright. Welcome back, everyone, to more Final Fantasy XVI. My name is Sasha Rahan, aka the CS19, and today we have a lot of side quests to do. We are in the final chapter, and progressing the story forward is the point of no return. But today, and tomorrow, and probably still sometime next week too, we're gonna do all these. All of these. And also the ones in the Alliance reports. And eventually we'll unlock the DLC, and then we'll be doing that. We've got a lot to do. So, Torgal's out on the rear docks here, and then we've got a quest for Vivian as well. So let's just go ahead and come out here and check in on Torgal. He's feeling
Say
down.
what you will. Lady Karen has seen our
So let's just get into it, because we have a lot to do today. We'll also have some new hunts, probably. Man. Huh, bunny. This is just like one of those horror pictures, just, man.
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he was looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Nope.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Sudden, like, sunburst there.
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
We'll just follow this quest up and complete it. This will be a big upgrade for Torgal down in the main hall. Now, what is not that button, that button. What's his name now? He's a Dromi Striker. He's actually almost done. He only has 1 level left for Ravage and 2 points left in his pedigree thing. So he's basically done. Similar to us, we just gotta get a couple bits of stuff. What is it, by the way, again? Let me check while I'm here. Blackthorn.
What do you want?
So, go to Damrung needs Dark Steel and a Primitive Battle Horde, as well as 3 Orichalcum. Excuse me, Ouroboros needs a Stone Tongue and 1 more Orichalcum. So I need 4 Orichalcum, and then 2 Hunt, and then 3 Hunt Nets. Okay. Hey, buddy.
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Off to Port Isolde. Let's have a look. Alright, there's the final mission. We make for Origin. To the Northreach. No, where we need to go is right here. Port Isolde. So yeah, let's see. We've got a few quests around. One in Tabor, one in Dalamil. Whoop. Bumped the wrong button. That button. One in Northreach. None in Ash, unless I'm just being concealed, and then the whole pile of them here in the hideaway. Plus, the DLC will spawn after we've done specific things, according to Eri. Alright. Down this little dock here. Hop in our little boat. Rowboat.
It's still here. After all these years. A lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious. This place hasn't changed at all. The rook is right through those trees. Come on.
Item. Great Briar clamshells.
Race you there? I bet I could still beat you.
The free house. Re-rendered.
Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal? Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. In Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well, well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either.
Yeah. Something else?
That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming.
Let's have a look.
I think I know where we're going.
Have ourselves a nice little view here. Back to the castle. Nice place.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Complete. Nice little quest. Charred sparring sword. Clive's old sparring sword, salvaged by a faithful friend in the aftermath of the Iron Blood invasion 18 winters past. Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. From Rodney Murdoch. Caval's Fang +1. Even a legendary king, surrounded by the realm's greatest knights, and blessed by the very heavens, would have found himself hard-pressed to unite the warring tribes of ancient Valistia. Fortunately, he had the help of his fine and trusty hound, Caval. Gives Torgal's attack more damage. Can we go back there or what? We can't. Hey, buddy.
After it.
Oh, well. Close. Back up. Let's do some more of these quests. Some more of these things. Oh, we got a new missive. Probably from Charon. Boop, 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 boop. Go check it out. Almost got the table filled out as well. What we got? A fine hound. Two of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now. There's still a lot you have to learn about that hound of yours. You'd step in front of a bloody raging behemoth if it meant protecting you. I don't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound. Sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him a handful of Kupo nuts. It'd do good to remember that. Karen. Yeah. He is... For everything else, he is still just a dog. Yep, so we've got... Okay, we're actually only about halfway through. There are so many of these, so we're gonna get, like, a lot of them out of all these quests, I'm guessing. Okay. Oh... I'm just trying to see what these all... An inconvenient truth, where there's a will, and Three's company. Let's just complete these one by one, honestly, at this point. As long as they're staying here, too, it's like, why are we leaving? Just because we're gonna pick up so many of them. And a lot of them are specific characters, like we had Byron back there, this one's from Joshua. This one is from...
There's something about it.
I forget her name, she's the leader of the Cursebreakers. Zaire is a new name. So we've got two up there, one of which is probably from Mid. And Alliant reports.
Clive! Here you go.
Under new management in Sambrak. Which is going to be a follow-up to the the noble guy trying to refound the Empire. We've got Lines in the Sand 2 in Dalamil, which is, again, follow to that, and Duty Undying 2, which follows up that quest line from Tabor, and there's nothing in Waloed.
Seen enough?
Basically the main city folk. We have no new hunts yet, though. Which means we're only left with Ruin Reawakened, and then the ones in Ash, which are all A ranks. That's in Velcroy. These are all A ranks. Yeah, I should probably work through those too, but we've got a lot to do, so let's do the story stuff. Hey, Vivian.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Hippocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found,
Off the desk.
but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Okay. Let's also get these
What
dots
will it
cleared
be
off
today?
of Vivian here.
How may I help you today?
Alright. Anything neat here? Ah, it's updated to truly the finest of hounds. Also, what is this? Is the red here, yeah, okay. Red is, after the second time skip. And the yellow is the early story.
Here you are.
And here's our sit map. We are on our way to Audigen.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Speak with old Hippocrates. We're just gonna do these quests one by one today, probably, just to keep the flow, because a lot of these are gonna be story heavy, I imagine. So, alright, what you got for me, boss? Hello, Dylan.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Hippocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
How we
And
doing?
you
I'm
seek
alright,
a rare
yourself?
gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Yes.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors.
Coveters of Secrets, a clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers.
Oh.
A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Neat.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash.
Ah.
Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Alright. Yeah, I don't know if it came through Dylan, but I'm alright. How are you? Go over to Ash here. Let me check where I need to go for these hunts, because if we're gonna already be over there, I should go ahead and at least poke them. Here. Up here. Around here, and Hector. Okay, so I gotta find the dragon. I'll save the S ranks for last. Let's just do the pile of A's. So let me get a notepad open so I can write these down because there's a few of them. So got Isla. We've got Critten Hollow. See that big message? I'll read it here momentarily. Got Halfcomb. Titan's Wake. That's in Dalmekia. Different line for this. And the Croc in Sanbrek. So those just got added. Got it. Now, let's see. Doing all right, I guess that is. Just feeling quite tired since I've been extremely busy with work since this morning, so decided to take a little time to relax on Twitch and ended up on your stream. Yep, this will be a good. You're fine. Don't worry about the big paragraph. We're just filling out side quests in the end game here, and I'm taking down these notes so I don't forget, because I will forget by the time I get there. I can remember what I'm looking for. I keep hitting the trigger to zoom out. It's not the trigger, it's left stick for some stupid reason. Alright, let's just go probably straight to Isla. Yeah. You can look for the Goboline around here. Somewhere around here, there's a orange goblin. Let me also move my notepad window so it's not covering chat on my screen. There we go. Now I can actually see it. Let's see. Is he actually in town, or... I think he'd be in the square if he was actually in town. No problem. Let's have a look. Me, I'm alright, doing nothing in particular. We're just cracking away here and entering the last stretch for this game, and I gotta start thinking about what to play next again soon, but I've probably got a few weeks still in this because I still have to do the DLC too, which will unlock. I did not restock my potions. Okay. Okay, well. No, that's the wrong button. Tuesday treating me so far? That's alright. Nothing in particular, good or bad. We're here. I'll be okay. There's Halfcomb. Where the crap is this goblin? Where's this guy? Over there. Not over there, right? Yeah, no. Maybe he's over this way? I never explored over here. Oh no, that's towards the edge of infinity. Shouldn't be up there. Maybe he's on this path toward... I mean, if nothing else, I'll find the thing that's Ian Halfcomb. Okay, right. There's a bunch of free potions laying around this village, so at least I don't have to worry about it. This is Halfcomb. So... this is where the curl is supposed to be. Walk around the tarantulas. Probably not down that. I would think that's where I would put it, because you want a big arena to fight them, because they're under, you know, AoE attacks and stuff. I'm gonna have to fight through these. Wow. Have to get back into the flow here. This sound. Wow. Yeah, my day has not been hectic, thankfully. Up, down here. Run around and see if we can't find something of note. Yuma. So this is blocked apparently on the map. Yeah, there's a door here. Can't get through it. It's possible I can't do the hunt until I do a side quest that opens that door. We'll scour the rest of the place down here though, just to make sure. Then I'll hop back up to Isla to find the goblin. I'm pretty sure it was the coral. Might have been something else. There's 3 things, so just one of them was the cat. Oh, here we go. Here's an arena. Here we are. There he is. Oh, it's this guy. Agni, rank it. Yes, this is level 16.
Look who's here to meet us. Pity they don't seem fond of visitors. Nice try.
Nope, hit it a little too late. Opus. And Zantetsuken. Firewater, that's a flamethrower. Oh, that's the peak. Ah, dodge straight into it. Go through it. Have him. Be careful about spending too many skills here. Or we put him down. My full combo available. Here we go. Two and through fire. Vomit and punch. One more time. 60. There we go.
Too slow.
Thought he would have finished there. Break.
Nice try. Too slow.
Hold this. Here we go with the rolls. I practiced for this. We were just playing some reeling earlier with Harry. Did it fight some of the dials? Ah! Thought I wouldn't got through there. The one. And spray back. There's that. Get that finished.
Nice try.
Dodge. Almost through this and knock. Hold this. Combo. Haven't tried any part of that yet, so they have a thing of starting once I get free time from the direction. And you can start anywhere, right? Like each game is its own thing, so it's a good series to get into because you can play the parts that you prefer, and if one doesn't really grab your attention, then you can skip it. It's not like they're all part of the same continuing plotline. 93. All right, that's a big one. Hey, there's the stone tongue. That's one of the things we need for our belt.
I've had warmer welcomes.
Well, this little bit of the map isn't filled out either, so let's go get it. For some reason, it didn't fill this spot out when I was down here the first time. Anything in this pile of rubble? Nope. Here. What's this? Oh yeah, there was a chest there. I already got it. Oh, there's a ground drop here to collect. That's 4 pinches of ash. I thought it would be a potion. Then we hit the wall here. We'll be sent to the world map. Yep. Back to Isla. It might be in the mid-space here, I guess? I don't know where the goblin is. We found the lizard, not the goblin. Let me get Halfcomb off my list in that case. Oh, Crichton Hollow is the other one. That's where the Coeurl is. That's right, because it's close to Kitten, but it's not quite. Where is that at? We found the guy in Wolfdar when we came here the first time. Great Southern Gate. Ravenwood Falls. There's a path over there I haven't been down. Crichton Hollow is the big open space. I think I actually remember seeing the Coeurl, maybe, when we were there. And then over here is where we need to be for our Hippocrates. Okay, well, let's head north. Oh, he might be up this set of stairs as well. Let me check up here. Then otherwise we'll head north out into the pass. What's up here? Any goblins? Ah, there he is. Coppermouth. Mouch, not mouth.
How the hell did it cross the strait?
Chest there too. Okay, this guy does not have a break meter either, so we're just gonna go ham on him. Hold this. If you get motion sick, look away, because the camera is freaking out a little bit here. Alright, we're good. Got a lot of health. Pull back. So I can actually fight him here. A little swing. Weird fight. Fair enough. Quite a few VTuber friends have been in the FF series lately, and I was never getting free time on one for the streams. Fighting music, feel like playing the myself. Yeah, that's fair. I do one day want to do some of the older games, like the, what's my schedule? I mainly do things on Tuesday and Wednesday myself, and then we usually do a collab stream with a friend on Thursday. So right now it's 16 here, Tuesday, Wednesday, most days, or most weeks rather, and then Thursday for the collab stream, all starting at 5 o'clock Eastern. I'm not going to go in on that. I'm going to let him come out. But yeah, I want to play some of the older turn-based FFs, because there's a bunch of them that, like, I know a lot about, but I have never actually taken the time to play myself. I really like turn-based games, so I want to get into them. But I was waiting for this game to come out for ages so I could play for the story. So I chose to do it first on stream. Couldn't see him. Sit still, dude. Hold this. Draw the blade. It's on Mexican. Thought I was out of range. Getting caught on thinking I have just enough space here every time. Punch! Finished. I might go restock because I forgot I was out of potions last time. Alright, what does this give? That gives the battle horn. That's another one of the items I need. Cool, I'm just looking for the York here. Indomitable Orchestrion and an empty shard. That's a money item if memory serves. The big ticket money item. Alright, cool. Let's hop back to the hideaway real quick and refill our potions before I forget and get killed by something. Whatever style streamer. I mean, yeah, I just play whatever. I'm not a multiplayer games kind of person. Usually, or I guess competitive is usually the thing that I'm not really into. But aside from that, like, I'm down for stuff. I do not have a Discord server. I have this, and then I have the Blue Sky, which is linked down below, and then the YouTube channel, which is for the VODs, also down there.
You'll not find a better price than that. Come again.
All just right here.
I'm not much bothered either way.
Okay. Double check our materials. Was that for the same thing or for different things? Needed the battle horn for the sword. Needed the tongue for this. I just need one piece of orichalcum and I can get that, and I already have the sons of the bracers. Cool. So I just need to get the metal. Okay, so that leaves just crit and hollow for the big coral. Which means we can just teleport straight to Vidargres. And to get in there. Yeah, if you want to keep up with me and what I do, the Blue Sky account is the best spot you can do that. It should be linked. Yeah, hello. For connection on Discord, my Discord is exclusively for personal friends and not for streamer stuff, so no apologies. Do that. It's clear. Okay, let's see. Do I see a big cat? I think I remember seeing it before. Ahriman over there. There's a Minotaur. I think it's up there. I don't remember where I saw it. It might be above the hill as well. Let's grab the book here while we're at it.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Sparkle. 30 gil. Another one. Get this one to the fence. Psychic potion. Inside. Chest. Empty shard. Bunch of stuff here. Check the desk. Royal Intelligencer Training Report. In the wake of the tragic fire at Cairnorva in 873V and the subsequent depletion of our most highly practiced intelligencers, all mainland strongholds were instructed to redouble training in clandestine maneuvers, improvised weaponry and assassination techniques, and dispatch promising volunteers to stun here for inspection. This report details progress made by the stronghold at Garnick for reinvigorating Waloed's ranks of its esteemed intelligencers.
This is a Royal Army logbook. Did he take this from the local barracks?
Complete Botany of Banes. Nicer Photida, or Tail of Wyvern. White of flower and black of root, the latter which gives out an inky gall when cut or crushed. Tribesmen of Northern Storm prick their skin with oaken needles soaked in such, drawing curious patterns about their arms and legs in honor of their heathen gods. The gall is passing toxicate, that a single drop taken by mouth may result in cramps most painful for 5 days and 5 nights, or if applied to a wound, certain death. Should a slip of the needle end a young warrior's life, it is said that his skin print failed to find favor among the heavens. Transfer and create that section profile. I'm just not
His interests
able
were certainly
to
varied.
moderate a Discord server, and I'm not in the situation to also get anyone else to do it. So, I'm not worried about like constant upward spam growth. Just we'll get there when we get there. The Folklorist's Fabulary. The Moogle. No spirit or sprite appears more often in Valistian folktales than the humble Moogle. Though they are occasionally painted as mischievous souls akin to pixies or imps, most stories depict them as clumsy yet congenial spirits who delight in helping mankind with their daily labors. They are said to have sweet tooths, leading to the common superstition that one must not leave cakes or other sweetmeats uncovered overnight. Must not remain but crumbs come morning. In appearance, they are described as being covered head to toe in soft white fur, excepting the small dark wings by which they are somehow able to take flight, and the brightly colored pom-poms that protrude from the top of their heads. And yet there is one detail regarding the Moogle that most find more remarkable than even the orb that tops its brow. The fact that the creatures actually exist. Preposterous, I hear you cry. Everyone knows that Moogles are the stuff of legend. I quite agree, but every legend has its basis in truth. And in the case of the Moogle, the fact may not be so dissimilar to the fiction. Ancient bestiaries list the white mole whose feet do not touch the ground among the beasts of the realm, and the illustration beside the name, why, it is none other than the Moogle. Of course, it is true that the creatures are not known to still survive in the Twins in the modern day. Perhaps their miniature wings carried them to other climes, perhaps they were hunted to extinction, or perhaps, just perhaps, they do still live among us, hidden away far from human view. Well, we've got one in our hideaway, so this will be where the book is. Here we are, From a Distance, Chapter 16, The Fall of the Bearers. The emergence of the first magic adepts was widely heralded as a gift from the gods. Indeed, the title with which those with the gift came to be commonly known is most likely a contraction of Bearer of the Holy Blessing, the wording used by the tribunes of the time. Those born with the blessing were lauded as living crystals, and granted high office and plentiful reward for their status as chosen ones. Over the years, this reverence for their kind would become a full-fledged religion led by the bearers themselves, a development that would prove fateful. The diverse nations of the time were unanimous of their disapproval of the founding of the church. While the authorities had for years welcomed bearers into positions of power in their own structures of state, they were mistrusting of an organization led by bearers for bearers. Efforts were immediately made to chasten the church and its followers, banning members from holding office, evicting adherents from their homes, and breaking up meetings by force. The church responded by forming a volunteer army to resist this persecution, and yet it continued, creating a cycle of ever-increasing bloodshed and rancor, growing rift between those born with the blessing and those without. What began with beatings and street clashes would eventually spill into an all-out war that consumed the greater part of the Twins for nigh a generation and decimated the population of men and bearers both. The deluge of blood that stained the land crimson and left an even more lasting mark upon the minds of the Valistian people. After the bearers' last resistance was crushed, the nations of Valistia came together to sign the Continental Accord, initiated the system of slavery that persists across the realm to this day. Its well-known phrase, "bearers are other than human," has its roots in the bitter war of the years before, being the unblessed's only excuse for their calamitous refusal to allow the blessed to decide their own destinies.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Walk on out of Garnick. Now we're going to be stopped.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book.
No.
Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
What's up?
Let's see, shall we?
Where did you guys come from? They're just like up here? Throw out the impulse here. Let's get these guys cleared. Yeah, I gotta watch the big guy. Just cut through here and build up our Zun pets again.
Let's try.
We got a full meter. Clear out the trash. Ah, thought I hit the timing a little too late. Crap. Slow again.
Well done, Tom.
And let's build our column. Wah. Dropping my combo there. Oh, I have a ton of AP. I should spend that.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Uh-huh.
Wait.
He's a Batman, apparently.
Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Well, first, let's find that cat.
Come on. Run like the wind.
Motion here. Those are raptors. Where is ya? Is there a little... this little arena spot? Not really. Doesn't need to be, because there's a huge open space, so you can just walk around the thing. Probably over there somewhere, right? Is that it? Don't see it. Oh, theme's offline. It'll be Tuesday. Don't see it from here. Get up on top of this rock pile. A little bit clearer vision of the area. Not over there. It's a Minotaur. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. I was like, I know I've seen it somewhere. There he is.
You deserve a rest.
Hey, friend. My goal.
That's
Got
not
it, Kari. Okay, we gotta do AoEs and whip crack at the same time. Understood. Oh, we just got to do AoEs all the time. Okay, this is some freaking red chocobo situation. Okay, no, never mind. There it goes. Yoink. One. Whip crack. Ah. Came in a slightly different pattern than I was anticipating. There's the actual whip crack.
Nice try.
Just to tear through the remaining break. Let's go. Oh, I missed it. No! Oh, there goes all my damage. I was a little short on the swipe. Oh, that is so much damage lost. Oh, that could have been so much. I could have had a hold on Tetsuka in there. He's making a box. A crack. Whoa! Bit of a frame chug there. Wild charge, here we go. Nope. All our hits in, build up our combo. There we go. Big number. Alright, that is everyone here. We got another Whiskers, right? Nothing special.
Let's hope it's the last of its kind.
That is everything in Waloed currently. Let me clear this out of my list so I stop looking at it. Stop selecting the whole line, just want to move things up. There we go. Back home, Henson to Vivian. Already at 1 hour. Still no rep reward. I'm gonna check how much we need for that in a moment.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
From a distance. No mention is made as to the name of the author, whether that is because the title page has been lost to time, or because the tome was published anonymously, it is impossible to say.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Yeah. Complete. Almost a level up there. Scholar's Bonnet. Weird spacing here. Vivian Ninetail's scholarly headwear, awarded to her upon the completion of her studies at the University of Canberra. And then, quote she just gave there at the bottom of the display for the chambers. Oh, a new quest spawned off of that one. At the reading table, apparently, no less. Let's see.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
What do we need for the next one? 2365. So we still need 150 more. Good lord. That gives us the Genji gloves, though. And then the last one is to sail forbidden seas and a fallen enigma.
All done?
Alright, well, let's go check the chambers again. Doo-doo. Up here. Grab restock of potions. Spent a couple on the cat.
Still alive,
And on
are
the,
you?
assassins.
It'd better all be here.
Clear out the trash.
Is that all?
What do we got a letter for this time? Oh, let's get this marker off too. We got Vivian's hat. Go. Reading table. Making amends. Master Clive, I'm aware there are matters of much greater import which demand your attention, but should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves that I might ask for a single favour concerning His Highness Prince Dion. Harpocrates. For Dion.
It's usually me making demands of Harpocrates. I wonder what this is about.
Tale to tell. This will be about Bahamut, methinks. Let's go find out. Up here. What you got for me, boss?
Lawsman Harpocrates. I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor.
Neat.
This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting. Not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
I think he could use a
The guilt
friend.
weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him, and I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the color. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
Always. Owl's Roost. Okay, back to Ash then. After we do this quest, we'll probably do the midstream game reset bathroom break. Oh, good lord. It is out there. I get out of town before I can call Ambrosia. Ooh.
Ready, go?
Yeah! Away we go. Ah, it's in the swamp here. Hide. Burn past all these guys, not worth the effort of fighting. Try and hook around as best I can. Next area over.
Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
No, I gotta get rid of this lindworm first.
Be safe.
He's sitting right on top.
Nice try.
Grab. Wow. And one fist to wrap it up. Body check. Oh, that was gonna be a kill swipe. Yep.
Here they are. Might as well pick enough for a bunch, I suppose.
Hippocrates. Got him.
Oarsman, I found the flowers you were looking for.
You did?
I think I did.
Records suggest that the wyvern tail was first cultivated for the purpose of distilling a purple dye from its petals. However, when the tended blooms were discovered to lose their hue over time, the gardeners of early Valisthea made the fateful decision to investigate the practical properties of their roots instead.
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't
We're doing it.
It's no trouble. I'll go and fetch him.
I thought the cutscene was just gonna do it, so I stopped and grabbed a drink. Also, this cutscene's not as long as I was expecting, unless there's a whole thing after this. Hey, Dion.
Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
No. It is time, then.
No. Only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates. No. I dare not show my face before him. Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more. All because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself, and to him, how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
All right.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environment in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
Nice little scene.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T. When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
What's this?
A stolas quill. Or more precisely, my stolas quill. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates. It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
Complete. There's a level. 46. Stolas Quill and Bahamut's Mercy. A gift from the very first Emperor of Sanbreque to his infant son, this ring has graced the hand of every dominant of Bahamut since. The ether it absorbed from the icon over the years, aiding in the next Imperial Scion and drawing out the full potential of their bloodline. Now the Empire lies in ruin, and that bloodline is broken. So let it be with Bahamut, as was always intended. Reduces Gigaflare's cooldown by 6 seconds. And then the Quill, Lordsman Harpocrates' best love writing implement, whose nib has scribed many a learned tome. Boy, a bot. Oh, it was the wrong window. Yep. All right. Okay. We have gained a new missive. Let's go read it. Let's check this thing off on our display shelf. Then I'm gonna do the midstream game reset, and then we'll come back and hit up some more stuff. Whole again. Clive, it occurs to me that a single word of thanks does not nearly suffice to express my gratitude for reuniting me with from a distance. The tome made me who I am today, and yet I thought that I should never set eyes upon it again. But those who took it from me had forever robbed me of a part of myself. But now I am whole again, thanks to you. I regret that I can only fill in the gaps in your knowledge, and not the holes in your soul, for which reason I shall ever be in your debt. Vivian. Let's get this quill marked off. Alright, let's drop a save here. We'll come back. We'll probably grab Uncle Byron's Three's Company quest next, and we'll just keep working our way through. I'm going to get this mark taken off the orchestrion. What did we gain? Oh yeah, we found the thing in the village. And Indomitable. Alright. Tab over here. Update save. And I'll be right back, folks. We're back. I've actually made an adjustment to the plan. We're gonna go get these remaining puppets done first and foremost. Let me get the info on the S ranks as well. We can give them a crack. Oh, Nectar also gained a new hunt from finishing that. Wailing Banshee in Garnick. We're just there! Okay, so... in Sombrek, this is still far and away the most valuable hunt. We have Ruin Reawakened. Dragons are very sound of the woodland. Paths of the Empire. And I'm just adding in where it looks in my little notepad here. Then the Tricephalic Terror. Here change everything back onto any colossal beasts they had encountered on the journey to hear them tell it. It's a chimera, yeah. So, somewhere in the desert. Hard to say exactly where, though. Without looking things up. Then I have the one in Garnick. So let's go get the singular one in Ash. We keep going back here. Not to Northreach, in the Dargres. On.
Run like the wind.
Turning way too hard here.
Don't get surrounded.
Run on by. Through those walls there is where we're headed. Excuse me. You know, it took me halfway through stream to start yawning, so that's better than normal where
Straight
I'm yawning
home now.
immediately. Hello? Another one. Gizmo. This one... probably not from, not Tirana or Sparta, but it's the same fight.
Its madness lives on.
Oh, it is... okay, it is directly from Benedicta, he says. But now they're just going to reuse the model and not. There's the shot. It's been a while since I fought one of these, so I'm going to have to remember how it's done. A little too late on the dodge. Almost. Oh, it's getting juggled. Just doing loops. I'm trying to start doing combos. Grab it. Pull this. Scars on Tetsukin build. Wheel.
Nice try.
Line. I was getting air from that.
I needed that. Too slow.
Try not to spend my resource here because I'm trying to go in here. We've got the full setup. All dead. Combo meter. Big number. One more. Put impulse back on. 90k plus a bunch of follow-up on the stamina. See.
Too slow.
Tried to get the attack in. I thought I could fit it into the warp window. Oh, this.
Well done.
Dash. Blurly again.
Nice try.
All these freaking explosives on the floor are just really annoying. Nope. Get in there. Why? How did that not kill me? Didn't get a hit in because of how the frickin' move goes. That. It was a clouded eye. Move that from the list of hunts.
Rest in peace.
Okay. Let's head to Velcroy now. I need to go somewhere where I can restock, though, which is going to have to be Delamille. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't force start this quest line.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
The shop in here is all the way at the end.
I think we'd better shut up.
Who can say what Lubor is plotting?
Not where the shop is? Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, there she is. Okay. I didn't see her. Thought she'd blended into her stand.
Good day, my lord.
Top up on these.
My thanks. Here you are.
Okay, what was extra added? Under Siege, an army of 1. Orchestrians. There are so many Orchestrians here. But, like,
Fare you well.
just doesn't seem worth spending on. Though, granted, it's like the only thing you spend on that isn't a potion. So, alright, so somewhere out here is where the S rank is. Titan's Wake is down here. So I'm going to go down here and get this one first. Bretov is probably closer. We're going to get this one first because it's the A rank. And depending how our health is, we will
Ready to go?
potentially have to go back and grab. We'll probably want to refill anyway because the S ranks are the spicy ones. Just run past these. Grab the item. That's a potion. Beautiful. That tops us off. Walking up the path. So the number one thing to look at here is... Oh, it's right here in the middle of the road, apparently. No? Okay, I thought it was starting there. Must have just hit the fence and freaked her out. So I would assume it's back here. The fight. Don't remember what it was that is here. I just remember that something is. Oh, is that it? Or is that an Akashic? That's just the hill Gigas.
Easy.
Come around here. Where are we? There. Okay. It's not back here. It is out front somewhere. Is it over here in front of this thing? Is that what Ambrosia freaked out for? Here it is, yeah. Oh, these guys. These guys aren't too bad. Thanatos.
Friends, Ultima. If it's me you want, I'm right here.
Wow. Oh, it's just a spam for Spirits Without. Got it. Hold this. Get some damage in. Grab. Blah. Okay. Knock him down. Warp. Dancing steel. This rapid rift him again. Up. Wings. Punch. Ah, not quite lined up. I haven't spent my stuff still. Srudo.
Nice try.
Alright. Behind. Stay behind it. Grab it. Focus. Get ourselves charged up. Throw this in there. I don't have everything because Dancing Steel's still on cooldown, but we don't need everything for this. Big number. There's the Dark Steel. Alright, extremely similar to iron, yet darker, harder, and heavier. Whatever fell magic's ultimate employed in its creation, the metal has thus far proven impossible to reproduce. Obtained by defeating Thanatos or the Prince of Death.
And don't come back.
So that might be the dragon that we have to fight as well. Interesting. Is that an orb or is that a chest? I think it's a chest, isn't it? Yes, it is. What's in this? Ring of the Demolitions. This is like a unique item. Increased magic burst damage by 15%. Neat. This bit of steel silk. Okay. Well, let's hop back to Dravost here, because they also have a new thing in their shop. Clear it out, and then we'll find the guy we need to find, the S rank in Titan's Wake. Hang on, am I full health? How big damage was that fight? Hold on. Took a tiny bit of damage. Pop a potion and just to have ourselves at full. Shop is up here on the right.
Would you like to see
Would
my
like
wares?
a little bit of a mini map for this game.
Thank you.
Lion in the hair. Ah, the Breath of Darkness. So Dancing Steel cooldown down by 4.5. That's a extremely expensive item. Holy crap.
Go safely now.
Alright. So it's in the Velcroy. Where in the Velcroy? Doesn't say. There's a bunch of spots it could be, so we're just gonna grab Ambrosia and go on a bit of a wander. Till we hopefully find it.
Come on.
Hey, you guys seen anything crazy? Can't talk to him on Ambrosia.
Straight
I'm
home
gonna
now.
talk to this guy, see if he actually has a hint.
Sid, you didn't happen to see anything out of the ordinary on your way here, did you? We've had reports of bearer transports being attacked along the roads, and they're not freeing the poor souls. They're reselling them on the black market. If we can catch them in the act, Perhaps we can kill two birds with one stone.
Apparently not. So what we're looking for is a chimera here.
Faster!
Oh, maybe it's up in the sand. The whole place is just kind of empty up there. Probably check it first anyway, because there's like nothing up there. We can teleport back down to explore down here easier. Oh, I'm not allowed to speed through this frickin' little hovel. Can I walk around the edge of it to get up to the northern Valkyrie? No, it's all perfectly sealed. Cool, I have to fight my way through these guys. Can't. In my way. Not even a threat, they're just annoying. Gonna throw this out and build up our gauge in the process. Hold this. Finish. Oh, you guys are really low level, I just noticed. The guy right in front of me, please. Not the guy through a wall. Okay. This through here. Clive gets schmovin', we can get Ambrosia back. Thing we're looking for might be in the sandstorm.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
Would make for a decent little challenge fight, I guess, of low visibility. Oh, there's this one. Figure out what that was on the floor there. Nothing there. Kind of just scouring the desert here till we find a chimera. If I can't find it myself, then I will look it up just to save us some time, but I want to try. Probably better if we just look it up, honestly. I'm just going to be wandering in circles, but...
No holding back. Check up here around the stone. Nothing. Okay. Alright, I probably should just look it up here to save us all time. Give me 1 second, okay, y'all. That's rank hunts. That's rank hunt location. Bought that one. Alright, so this is Gorgimeria. Okay, so it is down here in the main Velcroy. It is around here. So because of the wall here, it is probably faster to go into Dalamil. Head northwest. What do you mean, don't jump to conclusions?
Let's go see how this one is.
How the hell did that bastard get through the desert gate?
Nice big open space here. Oh, there it is. There's the Chimera. He's just hanging out. Hey, buddy. Now, this is literally just a model from 14. Got the red glow and everything. Just been sauced up. Delta.
We're not going to outrun this.
Oh god.
Stay close, Torvald.
Right, he's on level 45, so we can take this. Gotta be careful.
Too slow.
I didn't need to do this. It's fine. Spread through some of this break meter here. Grab it. Don't use any abilities until we get some stuff regen. What this thing does have is a lot of health. We are going to want to have as much DPS as possible to rip through it as much as we can. We're basically there. Behind it. Gotta be careful. Out of the way of the Delta attack. Do it. Dragon voice, get in. Ram's voices, get out. But I am going to power through. And XVI. Here we go. And then once this is done, we will Zantetsu. Doing this to build up combos to get its multiplier. And look at how much health this thing still has. Look at that. Beautiful combo. Delta Force. Multiple sections. That is why I said I wanted to have everything available, because we want to have as few phases with this guy as humanly possible, because we don't want to deal with this. Oh, the individual lasers hurt on the way out. Good to know. I haven't touched one yet. Thought I could get it in again. Oh, Rams. Just trying to focus on getting in a little too close. Back. That's way easier than Atlas to dodge, I'm gonna be real honest. Just stay out here a little bit so I can move cleanly between the two. Grab him. You know what? Hold this. Please. Walk around. Delta Force. Dragon's voice. Ram's voice. Portal going in. Through. Sick. Slashes. Don't have enough Zantetsu in this, but Don't need it. Hold this! Clean. No heals. There's one orichalcum. That means I can make the belt.
Should have picked on someone your own size.
Come out of the corpse, Torgal. I was like, why is that prompt there? It's because Torgal's in there. Alright, that is the hunts here. Let's head back and get that crafted, because it gave me the materials to do so. Oh, a new missive has been delivered. It is not a quest missive, I was just checking. We're still full on other stuff. Let's craft up our final belt upgrade.
So, what'll it be?
Yeah, because I still need 2 more and another piece of dark steel for this one. So it's going to be a minute. Let's get this HP and defense finalized.
No scratches, right?
Alright.
And?
First the skies, then the crystal. What next?
Alright. What do we got? Save returns and before we depart. So before we depart from Dion, Ifrit, you have my sincerest gratitude for reuniting me with Master Hippocrates, that I might embark upon this most important of journeys, my heart free of regret. Though in these past few moons I have come to realize that the longer I spend in the company of you and your brother, the deeper I find myself in your debt. I must swiftly see to the menace that is Ultima, if not to save the world, to save me from an eternity of recompense. And safe returns. Hippocrates. Thank you, Clive, for ever indulging the whims of this doddering old soul. I am ashamed that for far too many years I allowed stubbornness and fear to keep me from something so simple as letting a friend know how proud I was of him. Your intervention has lifted a heavy pull from my heart. Perhaps upon your triumphant return from the skies, you might be inclined to set to page that quill I gifted you. There are many of us who would hear a first-hand account of your time with the Holy Prince, myself included. Hippocrates II. Yeah, let's see. Did any new hunts spawn? No, but we do have an Alliant reward, so we can go get the Genji gloves. Those are probably going to be an accessory, I imagine, which means they're not going to be ideal, because I like having damage accessories. But they will probably give us a ton of HP and defense. I think we got the helmet already. We got one piece of Genji equipment already, I remember. I think.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you.
Continental acclaim. Or now the Roaring Hearth. If the drunken galley captain I shared a table with last night is to be believed, word of your exploits has made its way across the seas to the great continent. What's more, she claims there are those who would see you flourish, herself being one such woman. Yeah.
Here you are.
Alright, which leaves the final reward at 2850, which is just shy of 500 away. One presumes that is due literally
Best of
everything.
luck out there, Sid.
So I think the last, the big S rank hunt is like worth like 200 or something stupid. So, oh god, get all this off here. Got dots. Be gone. Get all these off here. Got all these quests we did. Okay. Let's see. Genji gloves. Oh, no, it increases all damage dealt to enemies by 5%. The island warriors of the Far East are said to claim a piece of the armor of a slain soldier following a battle, wearing it over their own until the next encounter, at which time they finally remove it. The warriors believe that the spirit of the fallen foe will now lend them their strength. Well, I mean, that's just objectively better than the direwolf belt I'm wearing, so cool. What was the other thing I found? It gave us, like, a huge amount of defense. Adamantine gauntlets, that's what it was. Gives us 500 HP. Okay. Make sure that nothing new has appeared. Is Ruin reawakened and the Blood Moon. So I need to go to the Croc to fight the Blood Moon. And then we'll find Ruin Reawakened. And that will be all of the hunts we currently can do. Though, I will say from looking it up, there is one more available. I imagine it will spawn after we fight the rest. Okay, so let's see. The Croc is... where? So many named locations in this frickin' place. Imperial Chase. Mornbroom. I still... down here is where one of them is. That's where the S rank is. And there's the Croc. Okay. So, teleport over to the Dragon's Area, and then I know where the other one is. And I'm just going to check that. That'll do us. Close my notepad here, because we've got everything done after that. Grab Ambrosia.
Good girl.
And then just hug the wall here. Yeah. Take the first open path. Not quite yet. Gotta go a little deeper. A lot of trees in the way. Through here. We're going to hang a left. That's where we fought the Bomb King at before.
Time to fight.
Oh, these guys I haven't turned yet. That's nice. Through here. In here will be our Blood Moon. Oh, it's an orb fight. It's an orb. Carbonos.
Looks like we're working something up. Only one thing for it.
That's multiple times. Into the explosion. Okay.
Let's try.
This guy is feeling spicy. Ah, laser. Chill on abilities here for a minute until everything is refreshed. Ow. Stupid timing. That one always gets me. Laser beam. Explosion. These in. Let it break. This. Some Tetsuken at the end here. What? Big number. Big number. One more. Almost 100k. No second phase for you.
Sweet dreams.
Only have to use a single potion for it. Alright. And our last spot is down here. I'm gonna hop up here to Northreach, restock our bag for that one missing potion, and also to get this dot off my map, and then we're gonna hop down here to clear Norvent. Do the last hunt on the board. For now.
And what can I do for you? I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
Down here. The Glorious Gate. Alright.
Come on.
This little thing has been cordoned off since the start of the game. So let's go have a peek, shall we? It's one of the first areas you go, right? Like, you get dumped here as soon as you get your first set of extra powers out of Garuda. Let's see what's back here. Through the dragonets. Granted, I've had access to this one for a little bit now, but I didn't want to come in here after seeing how high level Atlas was and seeing that this one was worth way more than him on the reward. That's a chest. Cycle to fix my glasses. There we go. Ring of the Marksman. Increases the will damage of magic by 10%. That's the break meter. Break stagger, or whatever you want to call it. It's the yellow bar. Alright. Where is you? Oh boy, this one's a cutscene. It's a dragon fight! Svarog! What's this guy gonna be? For 30 grand. Level 50.
This beast isn't to be trifled
We can
with.
handle it though. Blazing blood. Oh god. That was gonna be an annoying fight, isn't it? I can already tell.
Nice try.
Just go ahead and get this filled up. 5 is turned all around though. Don't really know how to handle the... It doesn't know how to aim on dragons. It's really annoying. Red Dawn. My leg. Not too bad yet. We haven't knocked him down once yet either, so barely dealt any damage. The real test is after you get them to half, or after the first break, because then they start unlocking new moves. Thought I dodged it. Dawn again. Strafing. Go. Kind of focusing on minimal ability uses because I want to get as much out as possible when it's go time. Oh, one of these. You can see.
Too slow. That's better.
That's the main issue with these dragon fights is the head. You can only lock onto the head for some reason. Which means if you want to be locked on, Clive is going to be constantly attacking the wrong spot. fully fill. Really annoying. Maybe it is. Just enough. Just enough. Saving limit break for phase 2. Got 105k out of that. And it's still not a half down. Dragon Dance. There we go. Locking on for this one. Fine. He's gonna dash at me now.
Let's try.
Go for it here. Kill off the meter. All that. About half HP. Blazing Legion back to the top. I'm focusing, for those wondering why I'm not saying much. I'm trying to do this fight as correctly as possible. There's not much room for error. Dash! Save limit break for next down. And we're gonna fire it, and we're gonna try to do full combo under limit break. Blazing Legion. And Red Dawn. Push one.
Needed that.
Dash. Oh, nope, just fireballs. Too far for the dash. Now he's running away. Here it comes. Almost there. Royal. There's the meteors. Through. Red Dawn. Come on, big guy. Go. He's gonna have to do it. Big number. Got it into the limit break. $118,000 damage. Last dance. Blazing Legion. Okay. Have to do all of it at the same time. Up with the Red Dawn.
Let's try.
Beam. Oh, God. Almost out of potions. We're living though. Just gotta put that last bit through. Oh, he's injured. Yeah. Woo! Notorious Mark slain. Orichalcum. We also got a Fallen Enigma. Valuable can be traded for Gil. And some amber, which, okay, a bunch of money, extra money on top of the bounty itself, and a piece of Orichalcum, and a huge chunk of XP.
Definitely not to be trifled with.
Woo! We got him. Didn't have to use the elixirs either, so... Potions around the edge, as is necessary. Okay, now we can go back to the hideout and start working through the rest of those quests. I just wanted to get that done. Get ourselves restocked as well, and I guess we should double check the board. The board has not updated with more. We'll have to do more side quests to get more, presumably, because I know there is more, and I haven't gotten an achievement that says I'm done, so I'm not done.
Still alive, are ya? Go on, then.
Restock all these.
Blind, you know.
And another 10 grand off of that.
Is that all?
Alright. Uncle, what you got for us? Ree's company.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh? I would have done the same for anyone else. You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests? From what little I saw, you were right to be worried. I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly. But where do we start? True, the challenges that face us are many, but in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes? But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart. But how would one even begin to unite the realm? The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel. I thought he was retired. He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter. Of course you have. And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Sure.
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it. That's the spirit. I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas? Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith. Excellent. Thank you, Uncle. No. Thank you, Clive.
Three's company. Alright, well, off to Randala. Yeah, go from Bakhled down. Shop here has something, right?
Well met.
They have Breath of Darkness for Heaven's Cloud. That's the
Farewell.
dash that I'm not using. Well, that does remind me. Let's spend some stuff. I want to cap off Dancing Steel. Now I can put it on whatever I want. Okay. Still have to unlock all the different super primal moves, but that's largely because I don't think they're very good.
Do you see that too?
Oh yeah, it's pretty close to here, isn't it?
Papa?
What is it? Oh, please. Just make it stop. I'm scared.
Yeah, they're doing real well here. There. Come on in, Brenda.
Good girl.
He's through that wall. Like any good chocobo would. Should really stop going for sparklies, but it's hard. Over here. Through these guys. And head towards Zagate. Excuse me. Hello.
It can't be Rutherford, can it?
They're gonna jump us, aren't they?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
Owen.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
Okay, there's two casters at the back. We gotta start with those. Over to you first. Casters are good. Hold this. Fist. And blades. Oh, this teleports across enemies. I did not realize that. Interesting. And finish this guy off. And finish you off. There's a chest here I could have gotten a long time ago. Didn't realize. Boot. Even worth anything.
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dhalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. But those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so?
Cool.
And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Oh.
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
You're not gonna like it.
My Lord Marquis. Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
Are we going for Gav?
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin.
Oh.
I hope I can convince him at least.
Okay, I guess that works. That's how we continue this plotline, I suppose. Crack that open. I had an empty shard in it this whole time. Alright. Well, let's hop up here and talk to Quentin. Is combat hard for beginners? No, not really. It's just 4 buttons, so it's just a matter of getting the rhythm down and getting your stuff in order. Alright, let's just get up this hill here. Around here. And over here. Hey, Quentin.
Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Second.
It's definitely a bot account. Asking specific questions to get specific answers.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his, but yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
Have a meeting. Rossfield Manor.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man!
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal!
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw!
Once more onto the breach.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will. Well, my boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Complete. Of the level. 47. Try Unity Accord and the Breath of Darkness for Heaven's Cloud. So that is the cooldown time for the dash. And the Accord here is signed by representatives from Rosaria, Dhalmekia, and Sembrek. This mutual accord sets the stage for a new age in Storm, if not officially, then at least in spirit.
Back up top, we'll do one more quest, maybe. Are we at
What
22?
do you think that thing is?
Might actually be a good spot to call it. We've done a bunch of big quests. Got a bunch more to do still. Good boy. Check my inventory, make sure I'm full up on the goods. We are indeed. Alright, so tomorrow we'll be back to do some more of the quests. We'll hit up the Curse Breakers, we'll do Joshua's. We've got the two up here. One of them is probably mids. If I had to take a guess. And then once all those are done, we will hopefully have the DLC in front of us. At least we should. And then we'll hit that up as soon if we have time. Then on Thursday we have Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All with Aerie. Hopefully for realsies this time we can get the stuff. It's in a box. Alright, but yeah, my name has been Sasha Rahan, aka the CS19. Thank y'all for coming out. If you want to check us out, you can do so here on Twitch live at twitch.tv/thecs19. Or you can check over on YouTube for all the previous things I've done at youtube.com/@thecs19. And you can catch me on Blue Sky for schedules and updates, and for the tweets for when we go live over at thecs19.bsky.social. That's the order you're supposed to say that in. And yep, as mentioned, I'll be back here with more of this tomorrow. And the day after, on Thursday, we'll be hopefully getting to finally progress more Phoenix Wright with Aerie. Yeah, once again, thank y'all for coming out. And I'll see you next time. Later.